My name is Felipe Rael. I'm the Executive Director of Soul Housing, formerly known as the Greater Albuquerque Housing Partnership. And we are the developer for Farolito Senior, and we're also the developer for the sister property across the street, Luminaria Senior. We are over a 30-year-old nonprofit based here in Albuquerque, and we do communities like this throughout our city. We've worked in the East Gateway neighborhood, throughout the International District, downtown, and just wanted to give you a little bit of update of kind of where this project is. So that's a little bit about our organization. If you need anything more, we'll have our contact information at the end. But our mission is to create exceptional housing that promotes household stability and vibrant communities. We are a local nonprofit community housing development organizations. There's our website, so you can learn a little bit more about us and what we do. And we feature sustainable, healthy, high-quality homes for seniors and families. And we've brought together an amazing development team in order to do that. So this is where we're at. We proposed this project and came to the neighborhood a couple of times. We did receive a tax credit award in 2023. So this is utilizing the primary financing structure of the low-income housing tax credits. The way to think of that, it's big A affordable housing. We went through and got our design review, and our building permits are ready to be picked up. We've also got all site plan and zoning approvals. And where we're at right now is there's a current request for a proposal out for the city of Albuquerque that we are currently responding to, that will close at the end of the month. As soon as we kind of get notification of that financing, we'll look towards starting construction. We hope to be kind of breaking ground within about 45 days. And looks to be about an 18-month construction period, hopefully finishing up by the end of December 2025, with the first residents probably moving in shortly thereafter. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to the team at Decker Parish Sabatini. We'll give you a little bit kind of update on not only the site, but the site plan. Take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christopher Wyman. I'm an architect at Decker Parish Sabatini. As you can see from this exhibit here, it's kind of highlighting our site, kind of in the middle of the screen. Of course, Luminaria 1 is directly adjacent, just to the south of this property. Could you, next page, please? So we're showing our latest and greatest site plan here. Primarily, we are providing 82 apartment units with a mix of 1 and 2 bedrooms. And of course, some leasing office and site amenities here. We are anticipating, sorry, I saw nothing is showing for Jim here. I'm just making sure everyone is seeing what I'm seeing. You should be seeing a site plan of this development. I'll continue for now.
I can see it, Chris.
I can see your screen.
Great. Continuing on, we are anticipating one-way traffic throughout the site, really entering in on the right turn in to the west end, and that will be a small little parking court. We have some accessible spaces there for dealing with our main entry, and of course we will be gated. The main gate is located just north of that little parking area, and of course the access goes around the site over to the west side, where there is a right out only. Some notable features are we do have an interior courtyard space, kind of located right in the center of our sort of C-shaped building. There is a zone to the north as well, where we're locating a dog park in the upper east corner, and then a small section of walking path with some kind of targeted little points of interest along that path for our residents here. We are maintaining the 20-foot landscape buffer along the north property line. Of course, all edges as well, just to keep your solar access along that north zone. And really, that's the gist of it. What we're currently presenting are three sort of color options for our project. Of course, on the left, you're seeing a conceptual rendering, and on the right, you're actually seeing an image of Luminaria across the street. Our take on it is to kind of pay homage to the initial project, but then really try to evolve it and kind of bring it up to the next level. So what you're seeing in this first image here is our first kind of color study. We're really just matching those color options. If you jump over to the next one, we're really trying to explore things. So we've really brought in more of a warmer tone to the field colors, and we're introducing this coral study for this northern portion. Jump over to the next. And then, of course, a very similar option. We've actually toned down some of our field tones, and we've introduced an orange in lieu of the yellow from the first. And so really with this, we're just kind of looking for some general feedback on some of these individual studies. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. This is Miriam Hicks with Soul Housing. Just to give you a little more feedback on the color feedback here. You'll see that the intent of the colors is very much like how the color was applied on Luminaria. And for feedback, we would like to highlight for the community that the colors across, if you're thinking about the colors of Luminaria on the south side of the street and the colors on the north side, it's really going to create that gateway into the East Gateway neighborhood. It's something that we heard a lot about when we were initially proposing Luminaria, that the East Gateway neighborhood really needs to have a feeling that you're getting into a unique area of the city. And we brought in a lot of the Route 66 themes into the design in order to be responsive to that comment that we received early on. And so we didn't want to make an assumption without getting some feedback about how the colors should create this gateway as you're proceeding along Central, and either exiting as you're, headed west, or how you're entering as you're headed east. And depending on how you're feeling about it, thinking about having Luminaria, let's say we're headed east and you're headed home at the end of the day, and you've got Luminaria's colors with the yellow on the right. Do you want to see matching colors that are then on the left, or do you want to see something that is maybe shares the same theme but has a slightly different color on that north side of the street? And so we've got some color options here for you. They're all warm because Farolito means a little light. And so we wanted it to be warm and reflect the colors of a little lantern, but be something that you all feel proud about as you pass by into your neighborhood. You can put your selections into the chat and let us know what colors you like, don't like, and we'll take that feedback and move forward with it into construction. So we thank you for your participation.
Yeah, so if, as Miriam was saying, if the participants could just, type in on the poll and, I don't know if we'll have, did you want to share the results tonight on the poll or?
Absolutely. Though I'm only seeing one response from Linda McCormick saying she likes the warmer orange. And Linda, if you're still on, would you mind indicating if that is color study 2 coral or color study 3 the
So
orange?
actually, let me interrupt real quick. If you just scroll down on the poll, you should be able to just vote. And then if you
there
have a
it is.
color that other than one of these three, you can type that in the chat. That'll help us track it better.
Excellent. Thank you,
We
Kelly.
do have several responses in the poll.
Okay. I do not see that. So Kelly, if you will give an update, that would be tremendous.
Keep losing the poll. So currently we have 2 votes for yellow, 3 votes for coral, and 2 votes for orange. So if everybody has voted, we will end the poll in 10 seconds. So if you haven't voted, go ahead and plop it in there. We love having your feedback. And otherwise, we'll close it in 3, 2, 1.
It looks like the coral did pretty well.
It does. Looks like coral may be the winner. 43% of the poll results. So thank you all for participating. We will take that and move forward through the design. And are there any questions concerning the colors or the site plan? We can spend a little more time going through that.
Yeah, so folks, I'd be happy to, go back to the site plan or the elevations if you'd like. But if you just want to type in your questions into the chat, we can go ahead and answer some questions for you.
We do not appear to have any question. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Stephanie has a question about if construction just happens during the daytime. Miriam?
Thank you for your question, Stephanie. Construction hours are typically 7 a.m. to 3:30, but construction can go all the way until 5 p.m. We will hold the contractor to work within those hours. There will be some exceptions, like when they're placing the concrete slab, when they may need to be on site earlier than that. We'll notify the residents or president of the neighborhood association if there's something like that where there's going to be potential disruption to town park. Yeah. And just so you know, the contractor that will be working on the project is James Construction. They're the top large, well, I think they're one of the largest in the state as far as construction companies go. They also built Luminaria, so we expect them to be a professional contractor on site. And we'll get, as soon as we get this last piece in place, then we'll schedule a groundbreaking and get signs posted up on the site for starting that construction work. Great. Thank you so much for being here, Stephanie. We appreciate that. And everyone else that's here tonight. We're excited to get the project started. You'll have seen some work happening on the site previously, and that was remediating the underground pipes from the previous use of the Ponderosa Mobile Home Park. So we are quickly moving forward as quickly as we can with this application and looking forward to starting construction. Are there any other questions that we can answer for you?
Okay, the last call for questions. And just in case there's folks that maybe don't know how to use the chat, I'll just say real quick, there's a chat button. It's at the bottom of your screen and it kind of looks like a little cartoon, you know, like a cartoon talking where you put someone saying something in a chat, just in case you don't know, but I think most people are pretty familiar with Zoom at this point, so. Okay, well, I think we're probably in good shape then. Thank you all for coming again. If you have any questions, here's the contact information for Soul Housing. And we really appreciate you all being here. We'd love to hear from you. I know Soul Housing would love to hear from you if you have any questions or have any concerns as they move forward. And neighborhood participation is really important, and we really appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much.